framework itself is not as such a curriculum, because we wanted it's quite clear that you can teach pretty much everything, all curricular activities with a, understanding complexity and having a, what we call kind of mindful caring perspective woven into that.
Yeah.
So we more provide all these tools and practices and hand it over to the teachers so that they can weave it into what they do already.
Mm-hmm.
And how those two connect, the social fields, or the generative social fields on the one side and the compassionate systems on the other, is that what we tend to see, and what became more and more clear during this process of prototyping generative social fields, is when people work consistently with compassionate systems,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to produce much, much more generative social fields, because there's such an attention to, the care. There's an attention to figuring out how I show up in the system and what kind of impact that creates.
Yeah.
There is attention to the larger system as a whole, and the sense of interconnectedness. So for young people particularly, I think there's such a hunger or a yearning for that, because they need to find their place in the world.
Yeah.
And in a compassionate systems framework, you belong here because we're part of it. No matter how we try to, make it go away or pretend that it's worse in other places in the world and it doesn't really have to do with us and all of that. Once we get real about this, that this is our planet and we're all here together, and we have to figure out this collectively, how we're going to, work with these challenges, how we're going to become better at working together and living together and sustaining ourselves over time. Once we become real about that, kids get super motivated, because finally somebody's asking the questions that they, might not even have expressed, but that they feel so deeply, right? Mm-hmm. All kids that I talk to in all these different cultures, they're severely, troubled by climate change, the implications for their future, poverty, not understanding where they fit in and what they can do. And we can help them with that.